Laz, tell me what happened last.
Okay, so last time we met with Ian being visited at night by a man who said he could help him with his head taken to a research center operated by a woman named from the outskirts of New York City. Now, she recommended him that he ostensibly does what the entity he spoke with wants, so they can observe it, find out what's happening. I'll learn more about it. And he took some pills as part of the experiment, but he did tell him that, listen, he is, once he is no longer useful, the scientist lady will likely dispose of him. And it did, offer him a way out. Taught him a ritual, and he did request an animal to kill for said ritual, and completing it, he did teleport, away, teleporting to Penn Station, completely covered in blood. Now, luckily, he was able to sneak home, and he changed and cleaned up. Meanwhile, Taylor did pick up and notice the fact that there was a bunch of new recruits at his precinct. Like, these people were trained but unskilled. And Ian did call Taylor and ask him for help, and Taylor did go to the Belmont to try to meet with Alok, but rather ended up getting a meeting set up with Faith. Meanwhile, the entity did tell him again to basically just tell him that Taylor either doesn't know or he's in on it. You can't trust him. You should be getting out of here. You could perform the ritual again, teleport again to a more secure spot, but ultimately Ian didn't. And Taylor did, when going to the Belmont, Taylor met with Wilson, who did set him up with that meeting with Faith, and Taylor ultimately agreed that he doesn't really want to be a part of whatever this is. So he did ultimately agree to set Ian up after talking with Faith a bit about what will happen to Ian, what's the goal, and all that. And ultimately, Ian was started to the agents after Taylor had given them the signal, but he did, at the prompting of the entity, kill one of the agents and steal the car while they were getting gas. He then drove out of the city. And Taylor was called to that site after he had driven off to be alone, and remarkably unfazed by how the whole thing had, internally not happy with it, but outwardly just not fazed by how the whole thing had turned out. And meanwhile, Adam, who had established a clinic in the basement of James's church, did tell him about that people's pointed remarks about his accent and the wider risk of attention that will be brought to his clinic, and also the need to get Adam something official. Now, luckily, but he would be willing to work the unorthodox part of this job, unorthodox nature of this job. Of course, that doctor was Faith, and no, she did pretty much make it clear that her help on the matter was contingent on Adam deciding on James convincing Adam to work with her. Meanwhile, as that was happening, Taylor was called into Captain Smith's office and told he was going to get a new partner, a rough around the edges guy, a loose cannon, and with no regard for rules and procedures. Also a man who's engaged in blackmail in the past. Wade is his name. And Wade did make some pointed comments about the precinct, Smith, Taylor. Though he did show some interest in wanting to work with and meet with James. And yeah, then James did ask Taylor for help, but Taylor ultimately shot down his maybe hopes and basically recommended that they just deal with Faith. That ultimately working with Faith is the most direct and honestly probably no less compromising than the other options they have, which is trying to get into further bed with the criminal factions of New York.
Yeah, we'll see how that
But
plays out.
ultimately, James did refuse that. Speaking to Adam later, they are apparently just gonna go in alone, which the fact that Ross isn't here bodes well for how that will go.
Well, listen, he locked in the decision. That's all I need to know. But yeah, I do believe the cold morning air wakes you up, Ian. You sure you're somewhere outside the city in some random motel?
But our $50 will get me.
And they just filled the gas. So you had enough. Still have enough. Question is, now that you've had a couple of hours of rest, what's your plan?
Ooh, right now, he's feeling like at the very least probably need to get out of the state. Definitely move over to at least to the next over to the state border. I'm not sure how much gas is left still in the canister. But he's right now calculating like how far he can potentially go.
I'll probably keep driving. The question is, where to?
Probably down towards Pennsylvania, basically, actually, or the state border. Because right now in New York, he's kind of fucked.
Luckily for you, the FBI only operates in you. Gets killed in it, yeah.
Gets killed in Philly. Yeah. His plans to eventually like, run. Listen, maybe.
That's what I'm asking. What's the actual plan? Because I mean, yeah, you can keep driving for like a couple of hours, I guess, but make it to a new state, to a new city.
For now, yeah, his plans to eventually, honestly, considering the situation he's in, he needs to probably either leave the country or go to Alaska.
Fortunately for you, Alaska is the same country, but
Unfortunately, Alaska is not as. It would be to hide in Alaska because
Well, how do you plan on getting to Alaska then?
Well, conceivably, if he finds enough dogs.
That's true. I do have the teleport option. Promise, I don't think I can precisely teleport it.
I was
And the problem
about
is
to
that
say,
it's
because
the problem is
last
it's a
time
very
it kind of
dangerous.
like dropped you randomly.
Yeah, it's a
You
very dangerous
wanna...
operation to like do the teleport operation in Alaska. If
Yeah,
he drops on doing this, he might just die.
I was about to say that's very risky.
Yeah, it's a very risky. Yeah, it's a... But honestly, hmm. Promise, I'm not sure if I can communicate with the demon friend.
You can always try.
Yeah, listen, seeing as right now, there's no easy logistical way to escape the country other than I go to Canada. Promise, the Canadian Border Police might have some questions. I don't have my passport ready.
Yeah, I did kind of leave in a hurry, so you have in fact no ID on you.
Yeah, for now, he'll try to like ask in his head. All right, I don't think you saved me for no reason, and seeing as I'm a bit of a corner. Are there any other potential rituals similar to the ones you taught me that can assist me in the situation? And if there are, what will be the price?
I've been mostly receiving and doing very little giving right.
Very well then. What can I offer you?
What are you willing to offer me? What can you offer me?
Well, sadly, I'm not sure what particularly you are interested in. I can go through a list what I can offer. There's apologies, it may sound a bit stereotypical. You mentioned blood as a power source, so I'm not sure if you I'm not sure if there's any value to me chopping off body parts.
Well,
Other
call
than that,
yourself kind of
that kind
defeat
of
the
rooms to
point of your attempt.
Other than that, there's only the only thing I have left besides is my mind. But I'm not sure if anything in there interests you or. I apologize. I'm not even sure what. You're an alien being, if I understand correctly. So I'm not sure what would possibly interest you. What's considered of value to you that I can offer you right now?
To offer me your services.
Nice. That is that's arrangeable. I see. He looks at his $50 in the fucking drawer. Seeing as my survival odds are not the best. Mister, what service would you require of me?
I would train you. As you are right now, you are quite meek, helpless. Your studious mind offers you an advantage if you're willing to do what is necessary.
I see he just fucking visibly kind of sighs as he leans back in the fucking chair. I don't entirely trust you, sir, but considering my options, I do like my life, like most people.
Very well. Go for the countryside. Pick somewhere remote. Begin killing. There is a summoning ritual. Form.
As he's kind of visibly, listen, he's still the face still pales, even if there's nobody in the car. I assume we're not talking about animals here.
Require simple ritual. 3 victims. Sufficient.
I see.
If you don't wish to harm the innocent, I believe
I would
your
prefer-
city has plenty of criminals.
I would prefer it if possible. I consider that an option.
So you are in no state right now to fight any of them. You're lucky with one in the. But I could give you the tools in exchange for something else.
And what way would the debt be acquired, and what are the interest payments looking like?
I require a vessel.
A vessel?
Not everyone is as open as you are to dealing with this manner. Not to mention the effort on my part.
And that vessel would not be probably volunteer. Wouldn't that be similar to just killing them, or perhaps even worse?
Quite different. I need them alive, functioning. Their body must not be harmed.
But what about their mind if they're your vessel?
Of no concern to me.
what you do with the vessel then?
That is none of your business.
And if I were to consider that option, how would I go about acquiring that vessel?
It's up to you. Suggest you pick someone you can actually restrain. Someone weak, defenseless, maybe isolated. Such details I leave to you.
As Hilxer, I think I'll try to go for this is the stats. I think I'll try to initially hunt for elderly people in the countryside. Does age matter? Age, gender, sex matter to you?
All relevant. You do have to be in a good physical health.
So can't be too old then.
Not too old. As long as they are able-bodied.
Oh God. And the rich and those rituals, just my curiosity, those powers, are they from you or the power comes from? Are they similar to the blood ritual?
I can teach you spells. They are not. They don't draw power from myself. They do, in fact, are similar in nature. The incantation I gave you. As you've seen, blood is merely a power source, depending on how much you want to amplify the spell.
As Ian will conduct the utilitarian calculus and said quickly, considering what's worse, the long-term plans of this guy and giving him a kid as implied, or killing free people.
Listen, you can always go after like a meager woman, or like an older folk. Just have to not be like too old. Aim for like 60 to 70.
Pussy. Get the relationship king. Listen, Ian sadly is not a demon supporter. He's kind of in the corner right now. He's thinking like clearly this guy's a long-term scheme here going. But also he can't piss him off too much, and he's kind of right now he's his patron. Honestly, I think he'll side. Very well then. A vessel it is.
You should have plenty of targets. Small town.
As Ian is not happy about this, but listen, he thinks this guy will find another goon eventually, and unlike that future potential goon, I do not believe in Mr. Demon's vision. This is just a business transaction. Ian's like, I need to like tell this eventually to someone. It's fine. He's coping right now. He's not happy about killing someone. It's kind of fucked up.
Not even killing them be possessed. It's done. He might let them go. Who knows?
The problem is Ian doesn't. He does not think that he does not believe this demon has charitable intentions. He does not think. He's just kind of coping to himself that he would just get another goon to do an actual criminal to like fucking offer him a deal in the fucking prison system. One of your mates from me, and I'll give you power. He. Listen, he already knows criminals already have these rituals, so but yeah, he will look around for he will try to avoid the children. He will first try to go after a bit of a younger woman.
Yeah. I mean, a detector roll, it's only a basic difficulty.
It'd be funny if I failed this.
Look at that. Not only do you find someone, how long are you gonna dedicate to finding the ideal victim?
Honestly, he would actually probably like for a few hours until it gets dark, because whatever is sold he plans would happen in the dark. So until like evening, until like 6 p.m. basically.
Listen, luckily for you, cashier at the motel. It's a younger woman. Doesn't look like she can put up much of a fight. She's been working the whole day, so her shift will end soon.
How well staffed is the hotel?
Oh, I assume you went to a cheap one, so not that.
Cheap one.
Yeah, probably not that well. It's like her and like one other cleaning lady that has already left.
Perfect. So, you know, see what I was gonna said. How would I've identified the target? How would I go about what's necessary for the vessel process? Will it be similar? Do I need to draw some runes or?
Quite so, but we'll know what to have to draw the moment comes. Make sure she is immobilized. Can't fight back. The whole process should be done. 2 hours.
Some light wounds, alright, if in case of a blunt object hitting over the head.
As long as you don't kill her in the...
She'll like say, sorry God, she was fixated for this random woman for whatever God the scheme is. And she will what the affairs? Yeah, I'll roll a fucking jackpot. On my free dice roll. He would first he'll see if there's any good blunt objects in the room, like a tactical like a lamp, before going. Book some storms. By the way, how in case the cleaning, how's the cleaning lady looking? Because his plan is to walk up to her and say like,
left a long time ago. It's just the cashier.
So it's only her. Okay, luckily. So, okay, so I was thinking like I just want to invite the cashier because like, I have a problem in my room.
Yeah, listen. I was gonna say that's much easier, and like you can just choke her out. You don't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she will say she'll go up to the desk.
Kind of like look at you a bit dismissively. It's like, can I help you?
Yes, I would require some assistance. I think I've done something rather nasty under the mattress. Could you help take a look at it?
Let's say, give me a speech roll. It's only a basic difficulty.
Yeah, it should be fine. That is where the comedy of error begins. It's very dark comedy, but there we go.
Fine. Like, puts down her like coffee mug and grabs her sweater. Starts following you. As presumably you lead her to your room, and as she kind of walks in first and you close the door, do you just kind of go to grapple her?
Yeah. Use surprise advance as much as possible.
As yeah, like I said, you picked. She's small, frail, doesn't look like you should put much of a fight. Now, I still need you to give me a force roll because I want to see how much you struggle with this. It's only a basic difficulty.
Understood. Yeah, Ian is not a fighter. Again, his physical stats are not the most impressive.
Hey, listen. Look, managed to grab her as you start choking her out, and she like struggles against you, but to no avail, as her unconscious body sort of falls into your arms. You're able to quickly get some zip ties and gag her before she like comes back to her senses.
He's fucking kind of breathing heavily as he looks at her with a worried look, but as he says to his head, "Be quiet."
Oh, follow the images in your head. As a bit of blood will also be required.
Yes, he gets out the knife from his backpack, gets ready to calm himself to do a bit more control, the bloodletting from himself. Actually, he will ask, actually from himself, no, he will not hurt this woman further, even though it's not.
Listen, you need to like cut yourself on the finger, it's not that big.
Oh, it's only a good drop, it's fine, yeah, just a full pinch.
As, yeah, you suddenly are like flashed with these images as you just start like drawing on her arms, using some of the blood, some symbols, as she sort of wakes up and like starts kind of like screaming through the gag, muffled screams. As she like struggles, but assumingly you tied her down. It's
yes, but hands, legs, and of course gag.
All in vain. As she keeps like mumbling and probably swearing and panicking. Eventually you see her like start crying as you keep drawing these small symbols. As soon as you're done, take a step back, and as you start vocalizing some words you don't understand, you can see symbols begin to light up, and her struggling, her screaming just kind of die down immediately. Should only be a matter of time now.
Did she just pass out, or she's still like struggling?
She's just staring into empty space.
God fucking damn it. You'll say out loud, may God save your soul. This is worse than murder. This is like worse than. He calculated that 3 deaths. This is better than 3 deaths, but this is copium. He knows this, and deep down, this is worse than murder.
As you can give me a cool roll. Gonna be beamed some information in your head. Gonna be very painful.
Cool nerves or cool focus? Just asking. We're a friend. Understood. Let's see how painful it will be. I'll keep the low success.
As you suddenly sort of grab your like temples as the searing pain runs through you as you collapse on the floor, as the room begins to spin with you. It's hard to sort of kind of keep your focus as you start seeing flashes of images, symbols, the symbols you've drawn before, but this time they seem to start sear into your memory as you begin to understand them, being able to more easily, well, actually be able to reproduce them on your own instead of needing this thing's help. Second.
I love Outgun. I love being able to pull shit from different books and just add them. We truly have the best system. God bless the Italians. Until they fuck me on the dice, that is.
The Italians truly made the best system until I fail a roll, in which case I want them to die. The Italians truly perfected a great system. That is until I fail to roll too basic on like fucking 5 dice pool, in which case I hate them. I hate everything about them.
As you sort of eventually you get up as the headache is still there. I will give you for now the get up, realize you have in your mind 3 incantations. One that allows you to teleport certain distances. One that allows you to, well, become invisible to most individuals around you. Hide your presence completely. Third one that allows you to repair physical damage on objects and, well, non-organic matter, I suppose. As you know, things can be amplified just using more blood. They're not, unfortunately, Ian is not a cool sorcerer that can fling these things. But with a simple incantation and a bit of blood, you can probably cast these at a reasonable pace. It's just that they're gonna be weak.
Listen, teleport invisibility is pretty good to avoid the cops. Can't be the FBI man.
Yeah. Listen, technically, if you sacrifice enough people to teleport, you'll probably just teleport across the country.
Listen, Ian is not in the murder mindset yet. He might in the future, but not now.
As the demon in your head will say, I believe that concludes our bargain for this.
Any outstanding debts, or are we even?
I consider us even at this point, though you require my services for more knowledge. I may ask for other things in return, but you seem to be very much keen to go your own way.
I do. For now, I have the tools at hand that are sufficient to survive.
Good luck, whatever. Please cut her bindings before you leave.
Yeah, he'll do that one last service.
She just kind of stays there, they like still like just staring into empty space. Just get up and leave at this point.
As yeah, for now he will basically just honestly initially skip town and just to the next even though there's no blood here actually, there's no blood, so it's not like there's any evidence that anything happened here.
Yeah, it's only a bit
It's
on
only
her.
bloody.
Yeah.
So he'll just drive out and he wants to like figure out what to do next because there's now, especially with the invisibility one, he is confident he can potentially hide from the authorities, but as part of him also wants to get more powerful, not via the demon. He doesn't want to strengthen him because he doesn't like it, but
Listen, you can perform these spells unaided, so wasn't lying to you about that. So, yeah, presume you take your leave. You are, though, quite tired, so probably best to drive like in the next town over. Stay at the
yeah.
motel. And with invisibility, you could probably see stuff.
Yeah, he will next morning, like assuming the FBI will not catch him, and for Demon My Beloved. Just kidding. He will like test around to see if like the invisibility is interrupted by him interacting with the world.
Yeah, as go to you kind of like drive to the next town over as you get to your room, and you cry out as you have to touch yourself a bit so as to have a bit of blood to be able to perform the basic spell, as your body, well, doesn't change to you, but
He will check on the mirror.
you can still seal yourself. But as you head out, open the door, you walk around, as now it's well, it's daytime. Kind of spend the entire night with a woman. Go around and kind of see if people notice you, and they don't seem to react to your presence at all. You kind of wave your hand in front of them. They don't seem to do anything.
Honestly, one thing he will try out, he will honestly acquire a notebook and he will start writing stuff down, notes basically. Make sure it's always be on his person. Because he will try to fuck around. He will try to like see like a best invisibility of a timer.
Well,
Because just walk around the entire day.
first thing you'll notice, yes, it does have a timer. Like I said, you know that the spell becomes powerful with more blood, so if you want it to last longer, you just have to use more blood. Potentially, like, injury. It's gonna be hard to do too many tests right now.
Ah, gotcha.
You can
Yeah,
only
you could
cut
just-
yourself so much until you actually have issues.
He will leave that for emerge situations, essentially.
It would have been nice if the demon taught you healing, but alas,
Listen,
that's for
you
the
cannot-
premium package.
No, you gotta sell them the cure, not the vaccine, so they keep coming back to you. The
Yeah,
info team went to business school as well. But yeah, he will also in general he will write down everything that happened to him, all the events as truthfully as possible. Also, it's just obviously this form of diary scoping like him.
Yeah. Well, this is going on. Taylor, what are you doing? No doubt wanting to avoid the supernatural nonsense.
Yeah, Taylor's focusing on his police work. He has a new partner now, and he's kind of throwing himself back into that, get his mind off of things that have happened, things that he's done as a part of that.
It would be a shame if somebody came in to crash that party.
It would be.
Well, listen, luckily for you, it's at least today it's a slow day compared to last few weeks, which is well, probably a breath of fresh air, honestly. As your wife is gonna give you a call. You're at the office and you can take the phone call, presumably around lunch break.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he'll take the call. Yeah.
Says, hey, I wanted to check in with you because this is a bit on a short notice, but family dinner tonight?
Yeah, Taylor will just say, "It shouldn't be a problem. It's nothing. Don't have anything. There's nothing going on at the office."
Well, the thing is, we're not gonna hosting it at Julian's place. Your captain offered to host.
Oh yeah, he did mention that. Well, I'll be there.
Wonderful. Then I'll see you there. We'll meet you at around 8.
See you then.
Close off the phone call. Not sure this is something you want to talk with your captain about, or let things be.
Yeah, listen, Taylor will touch base with him because Smith did bring this up earlier that Julia wanted to do this.
Don't remind me what was that discussion about, because I don't remember exactly.
Quite literally, he would just. It was back, but when we were going to. It was after we busted the site where like Adam got fucked up at.
Mm-hmm.
And quite literally, it was just him saying Julia brought up the subject, and like he was clearly trying to mind Taylor for, is this like a setup, or is this safe?
Yeah. Go to his office. He's also enjoying half a sandwich before looking up at you and says, Taylor, how can I help you?
I just wanted to make sure my wife gave me a call. Family dinner at your place?
He'll smile and says, yeah, sorry for the short notice. I just realized my schedule cleared up for tonight, so we did talk about this a while ago.
That we did.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you have anything else to do, but I don't think right now we don't have any active cases, and well, hopefully nothing will show up today to crash our party.
He'll shake his head. No, I don't have anything going on, and hope you're right. Hope Hope nothing crashes through the door.
Good. Then listen. You leave the office at around 7. Be plenty of time to get home, properly set up the table and everything.
Sounds like a plan.
Smile and nod. You walk back out as Wade kind of waves you. Hey, partner. Slow day today, right?
That's how a lot of days end up being.
Well, me here, I like to make myself useful. So, can either tag along or I can do how I usually do it alone.
Taylor will say, part of my job is being your minder, so I suppose I'll have to come along.
Well, let's go, old timer. Time to stretch your legs for a bit.
Yeah, Taylor will presumably follow him where he's going.
Yeah. He was kind of driving, going through map. As yeah, he'll starts driving and says, "So, we're asked. I mean, I think I can already know the answer, but how by the book are you when it comes to picking up on lead stuff?" I know, like other people might take issue when detectives move in from different jurisdictions.
Gotta be honest, I think Taylor will actually Taylor's response will actually be as long as it doesn't taint the chain of evidence.
Well, I got like a phone call out of city. A buddy of mine works in Newark, an hour or so away from here. And I think
What's the current time? What's the current time?
It's around noon.
All right, we got time. I stare at the camera.
Listen. He I'm not gonna say it yet. It's kind of a weak lead. Remember the weird shit that happened last month? The whole soul killer bullshit?
I'm aware.
Well, how many copycats do you think we'll get? That was a pretty high profile case.
Taylor will say, most high-profile serial killer cases tend to produce a handful of inspirations.
Well, apparently kids love this shit nowadays, so My buddy called me. Apparently, he thinks a local street gang started fucking graffitiing some garages. In kind of describe the fucking weird shit they were drawing. I don't think it's the same, but mind if you and me go ahead and take a look? It's a slow day and all. I figured you might be the best guy to figure out if they're actually dealing with a proper copycat or is just cops being spooked.
Yeah, Taylor just nod. Worst cases, we waste a few hours. Best case, we solve a case before a body turns up.
Listen, hopefully it's just a bunch of dumb fucking kids and can explain to them that this ain't no fucking joke.
Taylor nods that.
Yeah, begin driving out of New York, and it's about like a 40 an hour drive, 40 minutes to an hour. As you arrive, it's sort of it's like a series of warehouses and sort of garages where they would sort of store commercial goods before they redistribute them to the stores. So it's like mostly an industrial sort of area. Not that many houses nearby, but as you park the car, you can see like on one of the warehouse walls there's these Taylor. It's, the resemblance is uncanny. It's in fact, you're pretty sure. Now you can give me a no roll to see how well you can remember this. It's only a basic difference.
Alrighty.
Yeah, you're pretty sure it's not a complete thing, but some of these symbols you recognize from like some of the crime scenes. So it's like those things did become public in the newspaper. But not everything became public. Which is concerning because some of the symbols you see here don't remember them being published. So unless somebody leaked some document somewhere, it's kind of weird that whoever did this graffiti knew all of the signs.
Certainly is.
Yeah, Andrew's gonna get out of the car as you both kind of get close to inspect this, and he'll say, as he lights up a cigarette, "So, shitty copycat or something more freaky?"
Taylor will mention they're not all the exact same, but what concerns me is see those ones right over there? Those ones never got published. No one in the public should know about them. So unless these people got lucky and just happened to be the luckiest guesses in the world, somehow it got leaked. Or they were involved.
Oh shit. I think we had a leak at the fucking we'll go and check that shit then. Hey, listen. You know the guy who Fuck, what was his name? As I remember, because he's like the weird guy from the forensics team. Doesn't seem like the kind of guy to leak shit to me. Had like a couple of chats with him over the years.
Doesn't strike me as the type, but no, I don't really know. He's not Good question, Greg, just so I know this. How long has it been since Ian's left?
Well, I think it was basically last night ish that he he ran away.
Yeah, he's not the I know a lot of picked up about some stuff on a lot of people in my time, and he's not the type that would usually leak this.
Should head back and check in with him, see what the fuck happened, and well, there is a leak. I don't think with how things are going in the NYPD right now, that's gonna be tolerable. Luckily for us.
Yeah, Taylor will nod as
Yeah.
He will though make an excuse that like he's going to like go to a payphone because ostensibly the excuse he's making is he might need to call his wife because it doesn't look like it's a boring do nothing day where he'll be able to leave early anymore.
Give me like a speech roll. Have like a
Yep, I have the thing that gives me a +1, and I'll spend an adrenaline to get another +1. Let's do a reroll.
He'll nod. He'll light up another cigarette and get back in the car.
Yeah, as listen, when he goes to the payphone, he's gonna actually ring up the number for the Belmont, assuming he would have gotten that at some point.
Yeah, as you'll hear a woman on the other end said, "This is the Belmont Hotel. How can I help you?"
Yes, is there any way you can put me in contact with a Dr. Faith, or backing that, put me in contact with Mr. Wilson?
Can I ask who this is?
This is Taylor Reed.
I will reach out, see if he is available. Please wait a minute. As you'll get put through, Wilson will pick up. Detective, how can I help you?
Yes, Mr. Wilson, I was wondering if you could pass a message along to Lee Faith, what's her name?
And what is this message in regards to?
I'm in Newark right now and found several graffiti markings that bear a striking resemblance to the symbols in the Soul Killer case, including ones that were never leaked to the public.
It's quite concerning. I believe it was Mr. Bright.
It's possible. Don't know where he went to, but he's already killed one person.
I will make a few phone calls and have some people search around town for him. He's left any trail for us to follow.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson.
Have a good day, detective.
Good day to you as well.
And he come back to the car. He'll start driving back and I'll say, listen, you're being pessimistic. I'm sure the fucking clerks there will have us figured in no time. If not, I can pass off this to the feds and they can like tear up their asses.
Still, well, actually not that, as he'll say. Can only imagine the chance of a third copycat showing up right after the case would get their goat, as it were.
I'll be honest, I'm expecting many people to start fucking painting these things. I just don't want them to fucking actually kill people for them.
I hope so too.
Yeah, he'll drive back as you expected. Ian is not in, and Andrew will shout at a couple of clerks, have an argument before leaving very angrily. Well, it's my fucking lucky. Called in sick. Well, listen, I think I can handle this from here on. Thanks for dropping by with me. I never got the chance to look over the files properly, so always good to have a second pair of eyes.
They will give a nod. Happy to help.
Listen, enjoy your family dinner or whatever you're planning to tonight.
Think I will. Hope you have a good day, Wade.
Odd. Listen. It'd be surprisingly or not, rest of the day goes by smoothly. Unless there's something else you'd want to do, we'll cut to you and the captain leaving for his house.
Yeah, we can just cut that. I don't think there's anything else Taylor wants to do.
As he will drive you towards his home. So, you like to cook, Taylor?
As Taylor will say, picked up some of the basics in the army, but that was never one of my passions.
Well, I have a couple of ideas tonight. Like pasta.
I picked up a taste for it when I was in Sicily.
Well, suppose I'll have 3 people reviewing me harshly tonight. Let's hope, I enjoy it, but I admit it might be tainted with some of my more American tendencies.
I'm sure it will be fine.
Oh, chuckle and nod. As yeah, he'll get to his house and a bit of time before your wife and her cousin arrive. You'll presumably you'll help him out as he kind of begins sort of prepping up the dinner. Yeah, he seems to be making a lot of Italian dishes. There's like some Italian snacks, some schette and shit, as well as the pasta that he's preparing for a bit later. As not sure if there's any conversation you want to have with him before your wife gets here.
Yeah, listen, while he's helping, while Taylor's helping him, he'll make the small talk on. I mean, one thing he always likes to figure out about people in the Force is asks. So, why do you join? Why do you join up with the Force?
Kind of like chuckles a bit, says, "Oof. Um, honestly, at first, it's what my dad wanted. Mom too, but well, father was a bit more direct with his wishes. After a while, I kind of realized I can help out a lot of people. Kind of kept hitting my head against a lot of uh, corrupt or uncaring bureaucrats and paper pushers. So I think that's when I decided that I need to advance as quickly as possible so that I can fight them on their own turf, sort of, and hopefully also make it easier for people like you to do their jobs, not be impeded by fucking red tape and political interests. What about you?
Taylor will just say, my family and the NYPD go back pretty far. Father was an officer. Grandfather was an officer. Told great grandfather was an officer, but that's too far back for me to really care about. So, when I was old enough, I signed up. Ended up in the Mac fucked me. God damn it! I saw the thing pop up on my iPad. As he'll say, I was old enough. I joined up. Stay beat cop in the same precinct my father was, and well, the war happened. And when I came back, I took advantage of some of the bills they passed and went to college. I actually got the stuff I needed to become a detective.
I'll say, oh, that's a very long line. Quite the pedigree.
That's all. It's a lot to try to. It's a lot for me to live up to, and I'll try to do it every day.
Listen, with no exaggeration, Taylor, I think you're one of the best people that the Force has right now. I think our family lineage would be proud.
Thank you.
Got any kids?
Got 3. 2 daughters and a son. Daughters went off to college and well, they moved away, but son's still in the city. And well, would you believe me if I told you he was a cop like me?
Well, no, that doesn't actually surprise me at all, I guess. Continuing the family tradition.
If we ever do a Mac, you're so right. If we ever do a in the past game, I will play Taylor's great great grandfather. Established memories of the Pinkerton.
Listen, that's the Wild West game right there. The Wild West game right there waiting to happen. Not actually possible. I'll have you hunt
Actually, you might have
down.
noticed you might have noticed Taylor's great grandfather. He's one of the nameless Pinkerton goons in Red Dead Redemption 2.
I was about to say, listen, I'll have Hate be like a bandit, and you have to hunt him down. But yeah, he'll. I suppose doing his father proud then.
Yeah, tell him not that.
Hey, listen, if you ever want him to be transferred to this precinct, let me know. I know my father was always a bit more controlling, but I think I can understand him a bit better now that I'm a bit older, but
I'll be honest, when he insisted on being in a different precinct than I was, I got was pretty worried there, but knowing what I do now, I think the protections I've got run even deeper for him.
I think the first time I picked the fight, I was a beat cop. My first cases where I ran over this legal gambling operation. Like, just they kind of laughed at me for a bunch of money and expected me to leave, and when I didn't and tried to make an arrest, things got a bit heated. My father had a mental breakdown, I think. What are you gonna be? Not a corrupt cop in New York? He would lose his mind if he would see where I'm right now.
Yeah, Tail will laugh a bit at that. He'll say, "Oh, son hasn't been injured yet, but only a matter of time, and I imagine my wife will take it. I imagine the wife will take it just as well as she took it the first time I got hurt."
Follow the news, check the reports. It's mostly lieutenants that kind of seem to get caught up. Although plenty of beat cops have gotten shot.
Yeah, Taylor just sort of like grimly nodded that. Yeah.
Happy though that they seem to be avoiding certain areas.
Yeah, that's some good fortune at least.
Well, I'm a bit surprised to see that criminals have a bit of honor in this day and age.
I call it honor. I call it some of them are a bit smarter than normal. What do you think would happen if they started shooting up the children's hospital during their fight?
You'll not. Uh, I did notice you did leave today with Wade. How's it? Caused you any problems yet?
No, actually, he apparently got a tip off from a friend in a place in Newark. Apparently, some people decided that the symbols from the Soul Killer case make wonderful graffiti.
Just had to drag you along, didn't he?
Apparently, he wanted a set of eyes that were on the old case.
Imagine his fucking eyes, and I just have a friend. I always wondered how much fucking dirt he has on so many fucking people.
As Taylor actually kind of, as he'll say, well, I don't know about the precincts he was in, but I know what this one was like before it got cleared out. Wasn't exactly a thing that was hidden in the office. You listen, you're gonna pick up on it.
Yeah. I can imagine the shit part for him right now is it seems cops are dying, so kind of losing a lot of leverage. Apparently, he has fucking material on people out of town.
It does, apparently. Very resourceful man.
Kind of nods as the doorbell rings. He'll go and bring the two women inside. Your wife will greet you with a kiss as her cousin is gonna like look at the dishes prepared, and she says, "Well, somebody tried really hard tonight."
Taylor will say. Smithy wanted to try to give a taste of home.
Your wife will chuckle and say, "I suppose we'll be able to see if how close he got." Anthony's gonna shrug and says, "Nah, this ain't gonna be no nothing close to what you had home, but maybe I can use your nostalgia against you." You all kind of sit down and listen. You eat the food and well, it's very good. He seems to know what he's doing, as both your wife and Julia seem to equally enjoy it. As the night will devolve into more talking, and you'll be able to enjoy dinner, relax for a bit, maybe tell a few funny stories, keep the business, or rather not business, but like work related talks to a minimum, as your wife seems to have a good time. Not sure if there's any subjects you want to kind of bring up during this period.
I don't think like I don't I don't think there's anything like Taylor wants to specifically bring up. Like he'll make like small talk, like make personal small talk. I don't think like he would like focus on any specific topic.
I think you should give me a detect roll, Taylor.
No, absolutely. Look at that.
I'll say this, Taylor. Maybe they're just being very friendly with one another, but Julia and your captain seem to be friendlier than the last time you remember.
That's certainly interesting.
Listen, Taylor. You encouraged Smith. You told her that you're not gonna set him up. Like he's opening up to her. She seems to be enjoying his company, and you realize, listen, he did go above and beyond for this meal, so. Eventually, around like 11, depart, as your wife and Julia will make your way back towards Julia's home. Not sure if there's any conversations you want to have on the way home.
Yeah, listen, Tail will just kind of say. Yeah, Tail will say. Oh, I had a good night, and to be honest, I was worried when he told me what he was making. He was made it sound like he suddenly undersold himself.
Yeah, your wife will very casually smile and nod. Says, "Yes, I was. He was quite good. Expected your captain to have such hobbies. You can give me another detect roll, Taylor, if you want."
All right. Success.
As well, Julia's a bit quieter. Like she's trying to like keep up the appearance of like the same joyful cheer at the table, but she's definitely a bit more quiet, as she's gonna sort of nod along your wife about the cuisine.
All right.
eventually you get home and Gina's gonna go get ready for bed, as Julia will sort of drag you a bit to the kitchen, as she says, how 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 did you see tonight's dinner?
Oh gosh, she asked me like how I thought it went, or
Yeah,
like what
yeah.
I thought it was about.
Well, both actually.
I thought it was a good opportunity for people to touch base, and also a chance to relax after everything that's happening, that is happening, and I think it went well. You were a little quiet in the car. Is something wrong?
I don't know that much about your captain. You said he was clean, unaffiliated.
Yeah, that he is. And my father was a cop. Was a cop before, and we talked a bit before two of you arrived.
Now, Taylor, he never said his dad was a cop. He said his dad wanted him to be a cop.
Ah, okay. Okay. That is I misheard that then.
Yeah, his dad wanted him to be a cop really badly, but he wasn't.
Yeah. Apparently, his father wanted him to be a cop.
Because maybe it's just my paranoia acting.
Still ask, what do you think?
That things are going too easy, smooth. Things go too easily. I start getting a bit anxious.
Still, we'll say. Well, it's always a good thing to keep the eyes peeled, but well, can't really tell you everything, I don't think, but you're not the only person with a vested interest in New York, and apparently people do like to talk to me.
How much?
Just say a lot of.
How much do you think he knows about us and everything?
To be honest, I think he is. I don't think he's completely unaware, but I don't think he realizes that powerful people have arranged for him to be in the position he's in. He certainly picked up that things aren't what they seem, but no, I don't think he's. Don't think he's been let in on information. I don't think he's figured it out himself.
Well, then I will have to figure him out. The old-fashioned.
What's the old-fashioned way?
Well, clearly wanted to impress me this evening. Well, let him That. See how much of his hand he reveals in the process.
I think after a second or two, Taylor will say something along the lines of. He'll actually say, "Guess American cops really are irresistible."
She kind of like slaps your shoulder. Heading. Go to bed yourself.
No, and after that, Taylor will get ready for bed as well.
Listen, it's a night, Taylor. Peaceful night as fortunately, morning is less peaceful as the phone is ringing yet again at around 7-ish in the morning.
Yeah, he'll pick it up.
Yeah, you pick up and you'll hear actually Wilson's voice as Taylor, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Wilson.
We did speak about the incident yesterday. I have some other concerning news. It appears your friend is indeed behaving more and more erratically. My agents found a hotel cashier sitting in a deserted room. Weird symbols drawn on her, and right now she's still unresponsive. But she was most likely tied up. There were signs of struggle around, but no sign of Mr. Bright. I presume he has yet again ditched town.
All right. Is there anything else?
No. Well, I suppose how exactly did you find yourself in that neighborhood? Seems a bit off from your usual stroll route.
Taylor will say, new partner. Got a tip off and wanted me to take a look at it.
I will be very careful with your new partner, Mr. Taylor. My men asked around and, well, witnesses spotted a man walking up with the graffiti spray and marking that building and then leaving. Wasn't a local, and nobody caught his name. Not exactly what I would call accidental. Something very weird is happening. I urge you to be careful.
Yes. Thank you for warning, Mr. Wilson. Partner's name, by the way, is in Andrew Wade. Don't know if the name means anything, or
No, not at all. Although I don't tend to get involved with police business that much.
oh. keep my eyes open, I'll keep my eyes and my ears open, and if I find anything else related to incidents like this, I'll pass information along.
I do appreciate your assistance. Have a good day, Mr. Reed.
A good day to you too, Mr. Wilson.
Yeah, I'll close the phone call.
Now, there's two scenarios here which are both very funny. Either Wade just personally went and spray painted that, which would be very funny, or Mr. Info Demon did just prank Mr. Bright. Just pranked him, John.
Listen, why would Wade go and do this? He has no interest. Mr. Demon, though, he has all the interest to keep pranking Ian.
Listen, Ian's already thinking of like, listen, I what if
Ian, I don't know how it happened. Ian, my best guy. I don't know how it happened, but
listen, Ian's
police are on your trail.
Yes, again.
Ian's thinking like, listen, Ian's already thinking steps ahead. Listen, he might ask for another deal from the Info Demon. Listen, now he can kill criminals from his ability powers. It's fine.
Ian, listen, you need fast. The police are on your trail.
Listen, we'll get to my scene first. Let's get to that scene. I'm not sure if it's my scene.
I mean, the fact that the woman just was just in a room. It's kind of the biggest indicator that yes, Info Demon is pulling a hustle here.
Yeah, not sure if you have anything you want to do for now.
Listen, he will. Before he goes in, he will bring it up with Julia. If there's any information she can find on Andrew Wade that might not be in official sources.
She fucking, like, when she hears that name, she kind of rolls her eyes and says, I am actually familiar with the name. Not personally, but he has a reputation.
Take it, it's as bad as everything I've heard about so far.
Depends. What have you heard so far?
Loose cannon, no respect for rules, extortion, blackmail.
Yeah. He has no scruples and will go to any length necessary. I don't know many officers in your police force that have apparently a track record of torturing individuals.
I'll be honest, that's new. That wasn't brought up in the official report.
He is... It's, you ever wondered why he is not yet dead? Considering his proclivities, sure he might be able to blackmail and extort his fellow cops, but it's not that hard to hire a hit squad and gun him down and drive-by shooting.
I imagine it wouldn't be. So what's his secret then?
Apparently, yeah. According to certain gossip and rumors I've heard, he tried to do that a few years ago. They ended up losing every gunman they sent after him. And had 2 of their warehouses filled with product get burned down. I think that's when they decided it's much easier to just feed him crumbs and keep the hound at bay. Disregard for the rules is quite the understatement. The man is, in my opinion, quite unhinged.
All right then. Looks like I have my work cut out for me. He's my new partner.
Kind of like gives you a very sympathetic look. Good luck with that.
Taylor will just give a nod as he'll take his leave for the work.
Listen, get into work. Not sure there's anything you wanna do for the first part of the day.
Nothing specific. I mean, I think he's going about his day. I think he's making sure to kind of regularly check on how the new recruits are doing.
Oh, let's see, Ian. Next town over, right? Those $50 have in fact run out. It's a second motel. Gas ain't gonna last you too much long.
Yeah, it's time for listen. He's ready to like hurt himself slightly more. He'll prepare to like after dark maybe find a gas station or a shop like a mom and pop, like I'm sure like a small store basically, and actually not a mom and pop. Fuck that. He doesn't want to steal for. Listen, he still has some morals. Walmart, baby. Actually, I'm not sure in which town he is. To be honest, I'm not sure geographically where Ian is. I'm also like looking at trying to. But yeah, TLDR, steal some cash with the invisibility.
Well, last time you checked, invisibility doesn't let you open shit forcefully.
Oh, it vanishes? Oh.
Well, the issue is like you still have to open the cashier. Somebody just kind of looks at the cashier opening and the banknotes start flying.
That's why he kind of wants to wait a bit for after dark, hopefully.
How is that gonna help you? Want to like stay locked into the shot? Like what's the plan here? Is the invisibility like you'll have to then perform an invisibility spell to last you long enough that the shop closes down and everyone leaves. That's a big boy spell right there. And then you have to take into account you also have to break out of the store. Which I'm sorry to say, but if you're gonna rob a Walmart's gonna have a bit better security than the mom and pop shops. Try to protect their investment. Not impossible, but certainly not like a.
Listen, his plans right now to because he wants to take on more. The problem is he doesn't want to randomly kill people for extra power, and he doesn't sure what the fuck Ian the demon wants. So I don't think he can just Ian isn't sure he can just turn in like random bodies into like power ups. Right now he wants to get still I think at least to the biggest near city, because he also eventually also needs to fucking dump the car that they know belongs to them. How much blood would be required for that, hypothetically, for that big boy spell?
No idea. No idea.
No idea?
Yep. This requires trial and error. Unfortunately, you know the spell. You know the idea that blood you feel it, the powerful it gets. But don't have the Excel spreadsheet. You're a wizard, Harry. Learn. Into test, into practice.
So if you get yourself to Cody, Wyoming.
Sadly, Cody, Wyoming Wizard Academy is controlled by the Deep State, from whom I'm running away. That's a very good point. That's a very good point.
It's an easier way to make some money is unironically to basically like rob people at the ATM, but
the problem is the problem is that would attract attention if you rob people at the ATM.
Well, yes, but if you wait for or you can go try and rob a bank.
That's even worse than the
Walmart. They're gonna be like invisible man.
No,
like,
what won't attract much attention? That mom and pop store right there.
That's true. Listen, you can always go for the mom and pop store.
Yeah, I think Ian might. He doesn't feel good, but listen, he only did something worse than murder. Whatever the fuck happened to that poor girl. So I think robbing a mom and pop store is a far easier prospect than the fucking bank heist or even the Walmart.
Still have to perform the spell to last long enough so that it like closes with you inside, more or less.
Yeah.
Why don't you give me an endure roll?
Yeah, Grand. Yeah, we'll see. It's not. How about I already marked that hurt condition? Just kidding. We'll see. Maybe we're gonna crit.
Do you have adrenaline?
I don't, sadly.
Do you have a spotlight?
The spotlight to rob some elders.
$150 for a spotlight. That's a steal right there. It's fine, Mr. Demon. How many children for another spotlight? Let's see here.
I haven't had good authority. I haven't had good authority from China that like it's like 4 people to 1 spotlight.
Listen.
I mean, if you're killing schmucks.
Clearly looked at you and saw you're not willing much, so like give it off you go.
Now listen, if you in fact he was wrong and you're actually really cool.
Listen, his plans to do vigilante stuff in like Pittsburgh or something. You don't want to kill random people.
You'll die. You will not last a day.
Actually,
it's not even gonna be a stone guy who kills you. It'll just be a few random dudes.
That's true.
You'll be like fucking Hitchbot.
Listen, the problem is Ian does want to kill random old people in the countryside, which would be like far easier.
Well, listen, you have to kill. You didn't have to kill that girl. She just like did the ritual on her.
That's
Not
worse than
dead.
death. It's sort of like hyper death for Ian. It's like,
Yeah, that's why the demon can't work with you. Morals, too many lines.
anyway, let's go. There you go, Grant. I'll mark the hurt condition. Thank you very much.
No. Don't mark her condition. Mark.
Garrett? 6 red. There we go, 6 red. Bada bing, bada boom.
As you'll have to. It's a couple of unpleasant cuts on your arm as the blood pours and you're able to like scribble the symbols on your arm as you turn invisible and then slink into the shop. Somebody walks in and you just have to like hide for about 30 minutes or so, as eventually they'll close down the store and leave, giving you easy access to their money stash.
Let's see. Let's count the takeout. How many days can survive on this one?
It's about $100 you find.
Yeah, at least I can fill up the gas.
And I'll
For a few
assume you
times.
also steal some.
Yeah, while I'm there as well, like
You will have to break out, so I guess smashing the window is the most straightforward option.
Yeah.
As in a couple of minutes you're out. Get into your car and drive away. You're driving to the nearest gas station. You'll hear the voice in your head. See, you're doing well for yourself.
Wouldn't say so. Right now, barely scraping by. More nap term.
Realize the police is after you, right?
Obviously.
I don't mean your assassins, I mean the actual. They found the girl. Let's break through. Gonna keep chasing you. How long do you think you can run away at this?
Good of the week.
Then,
But my long-term prospects are not good. Been
there is a way for you to survive.
That would be.
I need another ritual performed. Fortunately for you, it has to be performed in the city you've left. Very specific place.
Are you talking about the small town or actual NYC?
In Metropolis.
I see, and kind of leaves a big sigh.
You do the ritual. I can tell you how you will be able to circumvent. Eventually find allies. City.
I suppose I have to whatever it takes to survive. Not just keeps breaking by. All right then. At least $100 will get me to New York.
I sense hesitation from you. Don't sound sure of this.
I'm assured that it will probably benefit me personally. I'm not assured about your long-term plans.
What
Both know
if
you're not a chair of the organization.
what if what do you think my long term? Nobody is a charity organization. That's the standard you're using.
Honestly, I have no idea. Even if you don't consider yourself, you're an alien being, so I cannot guess your motives. I'm just working off from what I saw. Maybe just information gathering. Who knows? Maybe just you're just a tourist that wants to experience all of humanity, both the good and the bads, and don't care about morality. I honestly don't know, and that kind of scares me. I only noticed that you were okay with me sending on a mission to kill potentially innocents. You either were willing to take that, or just didn't care because you're an alien being who doesn't have human morality.
I don't believe I told you to kill innocents. I merely
True,
pointed out that you were incapable of doing it with anyone else.
Yet you were still able to. You were still willing to take the bargain. You were not
My
opposed to it.
fault you are weak and incapable.
No, but at least according to the average person on the street, well, the person working with a murderer is also guilty, even if not guilty even if not as guilty as the murderer.
Whom have you murdered? Person trying to kidnap you?
Okay, I'll give you that. I do not care about that one. That was just that probably was probably a hired gun. I will not mourn that one. But still, the thing, the possibility, the fact that you were willing to potentially accept those as payment.
To accept a lot of things as payment. Depends on what you can offer. Don't seem to realize, Mr. Bright, that you're the one that keeps going back to the murder. You're the one that picks the vulnerable to prey upon. You're the one that puts others beneath you. And yet you claim I'm the villain in this situation for associating with.
Pretty much, yeah. I think in the force we would call you a associate or an accomplice.
I am a
Despite-
business. As you would call me, I'm a businessman. I'm interested in profit, gaining things in exchange for other things. Murder and misery is not what I desire.
Sure, I'll give you that. You probably don't care exactly about murder and misery. Well, I could also be lying. Sadly, I don't know if there's a point of verifying that, but as I said, I'm the active party here.
If you are so high on your moral pillar, why haven't you turned yourself in yet?
If I could go public about, can't be honest. My greatest desire would be to go public and tell the world about you and like the existence of all the supernatural shit. But what would happen is they would just grab me, send me back to the lab, and examine me in secret.
You seem
I want
to be prone to rash actions. Someone asks for blood, jump to murder. Someone mentions a ritual, jump to catastrophe. Now you mention you wish to expose the truth, and yet your first idea is to shout it from the rooftops. You considered half measures. Have you considered more subtle approaches?
Well, right now I'm not exactly James Bond. And right now I was thinking more about immediate survival.
Doesn't seem to be working out for you.
Nope, it doesn't. I'll give you that.
To provide you the tools to begin exposing the truth, if that's what you want.
That would sound appealing.
What did you say?
That does sound appealing. That does sound rather appealing.
I'll make a deal. I will give you the tools, avenue, expose the truth about entities like myself, those involved with your recent string of murders in the city. You are not allowed to obfuscate anything. You are not allowed to censor it. You're not allowed to twist it in any.
Sounds reasonable, and I didn't intend to. Oh, I would only twist it if it was if it would advance the probability of it being seen by the public. But if you could grant me a different avenue, that sounds rather agreeable.
And I urge you to turn this car around and drive to this address. Someone there who more than eager to hear your story.
Rex Steve O'Bannon. Yes, he will. All right then. A deal's a deal. As he turns around the car.
Uh, how much of a hack should I be?
Hack away,
100.
man. Maximum overdrive, overload, baby. Hyperdrive.
120%.
You know what? I'm not gonna be a hack. I'm just gonna play this normally, and we'll see how many fucking actual stereotypes I'll hit in real life. Yeah, listen, it's late at night, but you're driving back to New York as you have this address in your mind, somewhere like South Bronx. As by the time you get there, it's well past midnight at this point. Do you also have in your mind a certain apartment, the building block? Presumably you just go and knock, right?
Yeah.
Whoever answers on the other side doesn't actually say anything as you do hear the intercom open up.
And then he gets inside.
Doesn't open the door, just opens up the intercom.
Oh, you mean like at the door, basically, like the thing where you're like talking to?
Yeah. They even have intercoms?
I'm also thinking like, yeah, I know like modern, like my apartment building. That's it.
I think they,
Yeah,
I
they
think they
did.
had intercoms because intercom is basically just a radio that goes only to 2 locations.
Yep. You can just barely hear like someone else breathing on the other end.
Hello there, this is Mr. Bright here. I believe we have an I have some information to share.
As the door just kind of clicks open.
He opens the door.
All of these look way too. Listen, of course he's gonna send you if you isn't willing to listen to you and spread the unfiltered truth.
Yeah, sad. Listen, Ian like played with the idea. What if I teleport live in front of the TV, but they will be able to fucking explain that away?
Bro, how are we gonna get to that point?
That's a cool magic trick, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As they gun you down. Yeah, as
Ladies and gentlemen, we have it on good authority that man was a terrorist. Please disregard that.
probably not even gonna get to the TV. You know what? Listen, this is just the name. The US name generator gave me. Damn.
Randomly.
Yeah. Listen, as you open, you get to the door and it slowly cracks open. You see a very young-looking man, basically a teenager, more or less. Oh no, I lost the picture. What the fuck? Come back.
Deleted. Live deleted.
I can't believe it.
And it's gone.
That happens to me more often than I want to admit. I go on Pinterest, I go like, that would be a good image. I'll save that on my board. I go to find it. Image has been taken down by the person who uploaded it. And it's gone.
Give me like. Retrace my steps carefully.
Open up your internet history.
No, because it doesn't give me the same images.
And it's gone.
I want it better. Yeah, you see this young man's kind of like ruffled hair, slightly kind of like looking very tired, like he hasn't slept in a while. You the guy?
I am the guy, in fact, Mr. Brighton.
No fucking names. Come in. I won't. Shit. Like waves you inside. Amateur. Never tell someone your fucking last name.
Sadly for me, it's might be part of an arrangement, but I'll explain soon enough. Huh?
Did you walk inside and you see this fucking clusterfuck of an apartment? Everything's like thrown around and there's like garbage everywhere. There's like pieces of paper and like posters torn up. Newspaper clippings tied to like the walls and plastered everywhere. There's photos and a lot of shit. As it says, oh cool. It's Matthew and I think have a friend in common, right?
Mutual contact.
Uh-huh. Listen. He like pats you on the shoulder. We're gonna clean this country. Get these.
You look around about the fucking concept, the room.
Gonna clean this country of fucking devil worshippers. He like does the cross, praise Jesus. He like walks back deeper into the apartment.
You say in his head, I gotta give you a sense. I think you do. Do you have a sense of humor? You say it to him in his head.
Say, I suggest you work with what you've got. He is quite good for what you need him for.
True.
As Matthew kind of walks into the living room, as you see these fucking massive boards filled with fucking strings. See a bunch of big things that he's clearly working on. You can give me a no roll.
Yeah, and while he's also giving the no roll, and just in his head he'll say, just reiterate I know. But yeah, and everything unfiltered, including you to this guy. So I do believe he might consider you a devil. Just to make sure to make sure about the terms of the arrangement. While he's setting up his big fucking board.
Our terms are referring to information you want to reveal to the public. May do as you see fit, as long as you don't obfuscate, distorted. Although if you see, this man is not really well. Spread out your own will.
Yes, yeah. I'll give it a no roll. Let's see here. I'll give it a normal reroll.
Pretty sure that's those are some mind maps regarding JFK assassination.
Oh my god, it's Roswell on there.
There's definitely a couple of them about like CIA projects. There's a bunch of popular things. There's a couple of things that are not as popular. Something about kind of like Illuminati sort of conspiracies, but like a secret cabal. There's some notes on Israel though. What those are about? Kind of like messy handwriting.
They killed Ronald Reagan. Two Captain Lesbos killed Ronald Reagan.
But yeah, there's a lot of religious symbolism. Sure, that's about the moon landing corner. So yeah, you can pretty much like sort of clear some spaces. So they told me you have you can get me the good stuff. Regarding the Soul Killer.
Yes,
we can expose these Satan worshippers. These cops, they think they can hide the truth from us.
They are pretty good at hiding it out. I'll be careful, but yes, I did in fact work on the Soul Killer case, and I do know let's just say the actual truth.
Yes, man, look at this place. My sanctuary. This is the place where ideas are allowed to roam free. And everything that leaves this place is only truth for the people. We're in the sanctuary right now, man. So let your ideas roam.
Well, let's share a bit of time for some note sharing, I suppose. So you're already aware a bit of the so-called demons, yes?
What?
The demon worshipper. You just mentioned demon worshippers, yes?
I mean, not. They're Satan worship. There more of them?
Well, Mr. Actually, don't get. Well, I mean, if there's Satan worshippers, they do worship someone.
Yeah, Satan, obviously.
Well, let's just let's just say devils and demons do sometimes apparently they do answer to prayers if you commit enough heinous acts.
Of course, that's why they pray.
Well,
Pray
they,
for,
would-
for
they,
them.
they don't pray. It's more sacrifices, in fact.
Yeah, of course. But that's how they pray, through sacrifice and praying. It's all part of the same thing.
Anyway, as regarding the Soul Killer case, well, to give you a bit of backstory, I was a forensics investigator, and I was looking into the case. I'm not sure if you read the papers. I was specifically, it was a quite weird one. No sense.
Papers lie, man. Listen, tell me what happened.
Well, in that case, the papers didn't lie about the runes. There were murders, yes, and there were in fact runes out made drawn out of blood on the ground and whatnot. When I was looking into those ruins, I invited because a expert for history and also cryptography. You wanna guess what? My conversation with him lasted about 10 minutes before his eye turned up to his head and he died. But before that, he gave me a warning to not look into the
starts like tapping on the wall. See, there's a schematic for a gun there. Oh, they can do that. Be careful, man.
Oh, there was no gun involved.
What you like you to think?
Yep. Look at the schematic, actually. Oh, is this a ray gun? Is this a fucking ray gun? Is this the fucking Havana? Is this the Havana bit of the beams?
It's a weird drawn, like, because everything here is hand drawn. It's a looks like a gun that like shoots this like small needle.
Ah, could be that. Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, but it was a bit weirder because that's what I was referring to. I was also referring to the heart attack guns as yeah. As this guy will be a Zark, man. If he was a few like anyway. Well, the thing is, I do not think it was that because the man did deliver an ominous warning and it did not feel like he was intimidated. He spoke rather, let's say, weirdly for a university specialist.
Oh my fucking god, they're possessing people now. Or are they mind controlling us?
I am not exactly sure, but yes, those are where my thoughts were personally leaning. But I wouldn't disregard also like a. But yes. Anyway,
Jesus can only protect you from one, man. We're cooked. Fuck.
listen, I wouldn't say we're completely cooked because as you said, he's trying to like, oh god, this fucking guy. Apparently he's the man, but oh god. As Ian says, Mr. Info Demon clearly has some sense of humor because this really the guy got that, but they still have if they were that powerful, there are limits to these things, I assume. After all, the facility they did also have regular conventional guards with weapons and the like. If their control was that powerful, they could control anyone. Well, and I mean they probably can, but as long as
What
you're careful.
facility? Man, are you like high?
I will explain later. I'll continue with my story. I'm sorry, I skipped a few steps.
Listen, man, you seem to be a bit scattered brain, so let me try and help you out. You said you worked on the case and you would have access to police files. Get me pictures, the crime scenes. Get me hard evidence that they kept it from the press. They wanted to swept under the rug. That's why they're fighting in the streets. Bread and circus, man. Bread and fucking circus. Has to be distracted. Meanwhile, they're doing their little fucking mind control projects, and maybe they can't do it to everyone right now, but give them a few years, and oh boy, we'll all be having our eyes rolled back into that and out to our heads.
What I remember from, at least from my files, I could arrange some files about a specific chemical compound that was involved, the exotic South American extract, which I was also threatened to keep on the down low.
Take the poison. They melt it in you.
I think it was perfect. My fears personally was skin absorption and.
Were there needle marks, man? Listen to me.
It's Ian's why I actually go wide. There were actually quite a few.
He like starts pointing at the schematics drawn on the wall. Listen. He wants you to be blind. Don't listen. This is the sanctuary, man. This is where ideas roam free. Look at this. It's a prototype. They haven't yet figured it out. That's why there probably still leaves marks. And expose them. Oh my god. He like starts like rushing to like scribble down more notes on that mind board.
And the info team did say like it only comes for the public, not this guy specifically.
What do you mean?
About like the whole obfuscation part.
Oh, that wasn't specified.
Because I'm thinking like, what if I tell him about the voices in my head? Like the only way I feel like I could like.
Yeah, well, listen, you can always take the chance with the madman. I don't fucking know.
The problem is this guy feels like a hyper Christian as I looking around, and if I tell him about the voice, the problem is telling him this was the voice of an angel. This would count clearly as obfuscation, clear and clear. So like even Ian's already, I think, feeling like he's already straddling the line by like lying by omission by just not finishing the story and letting him cook with what he gave him. Because he's right now, because I'm not sure how to like connect the demon bit. Because right now I feel like he's getting it like mostly in his he's like it's connect. This might already be counting on Ian's a slight bit of obfuscation because he's basically knowingly letting him cook away.
The thing is, it's only obfuscation if like willingly mislead him. Like, if you just he is clearly unreceptive and him fucking work. Not your job to convince him he's wrong. Your job is to not bullshit him.
Yeah, but like I guess for now I'll just not mention the facility because there's no way to sell the voice in my head to help me out here with a blood ritual.
Oh,
there is no way.
A magic spell on this guy, I guess.
Let me look at my spell list, Grant. What the fuck do I have to manipulate them? Also, blood rituals take time.
You can always teleport. Yeah, cut your hand, you start drawing the rune, and teleport it. Surely he won't have a bad reaction.
Yeah, what would that achieve, Grant? I'm also thinking, like, achieve nothing. It'll like, not help me at all. So, yeah.
I don't know what the fuck your goal is with it right now.
I was under the impression that this guy was a believer who would could investigate like the supernatural occurrences. But I'm not sure how to convince him that like there are supernatural entities that are around.
He literally took you on your word about like a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
What? What do you mean? How do you convince him? You not like you look around. It's
I was gonna say, Mac. I think like you told him, this man opened up the conversation saying demons are possessing people.
That's true. I guess. My main problem is like basically like how to get to the part of explaining like I got kicked away from the force, and I kind of listen. I'm officially still on it, but I might be a wanted man, and you will ask me why, and at that point I would have to lie because
I mean, listen. Just say that you looked into this. You eventually were taken to a facility. You got away. When they tried to transport you. As like, because technically that's all the truth.
yeah, basically my problem, Grant. I just want to explain especially the facility part, that there's a deep state around. But I feel like I cannot.
There's no way to explain this entire thing in like one sentence. So.
Because I think if you tell him there's a deep state facility where they're prodding around with demons, I think he'll just take your word for it. He probably already believes that.
Yeah, I was maybe thinking about like the deal at the back of my head, basically. Like what counts as a obfuscation and whatnot.
That's intentional. Fucked over. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I think for now, I think we're good enough to go for now. Let's not tell about the tale about my demon sacrifices.
He like scribbles down some notes. Okay. I need you to go to your police records and get me exact files, pictures, the formula. Give me the fucking formula. Get me everything.
That is no problem. I see you'll write down the name of the plant. I'll get you the formulation, but this is the plant, or you can already note down for your notes personally.
Now like looks at the plant. Shit.
It's the plant from which it's traditionally sourced, but I'll get you the exact. I might still have my own records from my own testing. It might be a
Devil's plant. Stares at it for a moment. He just keeps staring at the board.
God. I'll try to access the files. I'll do keep in mind though, after looking too much in, I was approached at this point twice about not looking into things. But of course I'll try my best, but
He like turns to you, laughs, and says, haha, listen man, I can teach you how to dodge the suits, how you send the men in black. Always around the corner, they're always watching. Always fucking watching. Listen. Trickers. Do you have a gun on you?
no. I only have a knife.
Good enough. Let them get close. They wear a suit. They wear sunglasses. Bam! You stab them. Like kind of does the shanking motion, like out of nowhere towards you. Then
See, thanks for the advice.
I did it like a couple of times. That works, trust me. Like pats you on the shoulder.
You're actually Dasha. You murdered people?
Suits, man. Not people.
And nobody arrested you?
Are you gonna arrest me for killing aliens? Come on, man. That's real. They have to charge me with it. They have to show the bullet wound. Guess fucking what? Their blood is green. Nothing to me, man.
I will come back around. It's just holy shit, this guy. This guy. Actually, listen, I was a bit impressed because if he did kill people and did not get arrested, that's kind of impressive. You know, I'll give you that, Mr. Infodemon. That's kind of impressive. Either you were protecting his ass, or he's actually just kind of. That's kind of impressive. Good on him, actually, for it. Unless he's just lying to you, of course, it's also a possibility. But I don't know.
He seems like a trust for this source of information.
We gotta work with what we gotta work with.
Yeah. Listen, you're not technically on the watch, the police watch, unless they did something, unless the girl like croaked. But she was pretty catatonic last time you saw her.
The problem is he isn't really sure about like the problem. Either like A, they might still connect him, or B, like they might just lie on the papers to just get the feds on his ass. He doesn't know whether the organization he was. They clearly have government connections from like Taylor and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why he doesn't know. Like, and the
You
one
can
from the
always
info
break into the building and steal the files. You know the place pretty well. Wouldn't be that hard for you.
Yeah, he'll probably honestly do that. Yeah, because again, he doesn't know how powerful they are, and the info demon warning was also not very comforting.
Not to mention with teleport.
Yeah, he's taking precautions here.
Yeah.
But apparently, this guy did not get arrested. He will assume he at least stabbed one guy and survived.
Yeah, give me a stealth roll. See how well you're gonna be able to sneak in the night and files out.
Yes, sir.
Holy shit.
That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have no free reroll. I have no free reroll. That's a 1, 2, 3. That's sadly, Mr. Infodemon, we're cooked here. This is a botched operation. Actually, I actually don't know. I have master, but I don't have adrenaline. We're cooked, in fact, Mr. Infodemon. Nothing I can do, in fact.
Mr. Infodemon, you didn't consider one thing. What if the Italians plot against you? What do you do then?
Holy shit. Okay, give me.
Grant clearly did not plan for this.
This system is perfectly designed to call Grunt's bluff sometimes. It does sometimes just decide to do that. Like, okay, he failed. Now what?
I need to get
Tell me,
my
DM.
I need to get my character picture.
Not even a list of shoes. No, not even a partial, even a lower success. Complete failure. I know you're used to like one basic at least.
Yeah, listen. A bit of a rush, and I'll have to use a couple of more teleports. Wanted. Why don't you fill up your grit? Now you have adrenaline. As you just kind of barge into the room, grab
I also filled my bad box, by the way, naturally.
Yeah.
So there's also a condition.
You can put down hurt. Because you had to fucking slash yourself many times. As you'll eventually be able to grab grab the files and everything else you find like in a hurry, and then just kind of rush out. As make your way back to the Matthews apartment. As you walk in and the fucking thick, heavy smoke coming from inside the room. You walk into the living room and he's just kind of smoking some weed, and he at you and says, "Shit, man, you okay?"
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Oh, one of those.
Well, what's important is I got the papers.
Listen, fuck the papers. You good?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
There's there's a first aid kit kitchen on top of the fridge.
Thank you. Thank you. He'll try to patch himself up a bit.
Is yeah, you'll have to kind of make your way through the mess that is. You leave the files with him. Begin to, at the very least, patch yourself slightly up. Don't get like infections or other unpleasant things. As well, Taylor, drive into work this morning as you see Wade very angrily smoking outside the moment you get in. Morning, Reed. You have a good fucking sleep?
I had a good night, and I imagine this morning's about to get real fucking shit. What happened?
Yeah, the fucking break-in. Remember when I was complaining about potentially having a leak? Somebody fucking broke in and stole a bunch of files. Or guess which case they were related to?
The case that doesn't want to just fucking rest, I imagine.
Nope. So yeah, it's a nice day to be me.
Anything left? Any evidence? Anything left behind?
Managed to scrape off some blood, I guess, but other than that, not much.
Tail just nod.
Listen, I'll fucking look into it. I'll let you know if I need some help on this one. Fuck my life.
Let me know if you need it.
Odd.